deficiency is not only about how much iron you get in your diet, but also how much of it you actually absorb. There are many things that affect the way iron is absorbed in our body, and today we're going to talk about how to improve your absorption, what inhibits iron absorption, and how to get your body back into balance. So let's begin with the things that assist in the absorption of iron. Unfortunately, this is not so often talked about, but copper is actually a really good friend of iron. Copper assists in the absorption and metabolism of iron because it plays a role as a cofactor, and it is part of many enzymes that are responsible for moving iron into the cells. If you're not getting enough copper, it can actually cause iron deficiency and anemia, so it is definitely something to pay attention to. To give you some ideas, copper sources you can include in your diet are avocados, pomegranate. A single fruit, 1 unit, can provide up to 50% of your daily needs for copper. We also have almonds. Sesame seeds are a great source if you're a fan of tahini like I am. 2 to 3 tablespoons will add a very nice amount of copper. Chickpeas are also a great source of copper. We have mangoes, sunflower seeds. You can simply sprinkle some on your salad. A really good source for copper as well. Our next friend of iron is vitamin A. The presence of vitamin A increases the absorption of iron. It has some roles in iron metabolism, and deficiency in vitamin A can actually impair iron transportation and the production of new red blood cells in the bone marrow. Now, you don't have to turn all Bugs Bunny right now. Carrot is not the only source for beta-carotene. There are a lot of sources which you probably eat or should eat every day. So some other sources are lettuce, cantaloupe, red bell peppers. Cilantro is also high in beta-carotene. We have apricots, broccoli, mangoes, peaches, spinach, and parsley. Alright, let's move on to the king. You can't talk about iron without mentioning vitamin C. Vitamin C is the most efficient enhancer of non-heme iron absorption. It transforms the non-heme iron into a form that is more readily absorbed by the body. Together, the vitamin C and iron form a complex which increases the solubility of the iron in the small intestine, and this helps to increase the uptake through the membrane. Here are some great vitamin sources with some portion sizes to give you a more accurate idea of the amounts. These are some of the things that help improve the absorption of the iron you take in. Now we need to look at some of the inhibitors in our diet that prevent or decrease the absorbability of iron. Polyphenols and tannins are found in high amounts in beverages like coffee, tea, hot chocolate, and wine. These compounds interfere with iron absorption because they bind with iron and create a complex that makes it hard for the iron to be absorbed. Beverages containing between 100 to 400 milligrams total of polyphenols per serving were shown to reduce iron absorption by 60 to 90%. Now, some of you may ask, what about decaf coffee? So, decaf coffee also contains polyphenols, almost as the amount in regular coffee, about 15% difference, so it has the same effect on the iron absorption. And besides polyphenols and tannins, the caffeine in those beverages reduces the absorption of other nutrients like zinc, vitamin D, calcium, and more. So you might want to limit the amount you consume for better nutrient absorption. Our next point is actually a group of foods that are considered gut irritants. Maintaining a healthy gut is critical for proper nutrient absorption. Another reason why you might not absorb iron very well is because your gut is inflamed or irritated. A lot of people consume stimulants and irritants on a daily basis, which eventually leads to chronic inflammation and damage of the tissues. These foods destroy the lining of the digestive system. Some examples for foods that irritate the gut and that you might want to avoid are fried foods, spicy foods, caffeine, alcohol. Alcohol is toxic to the stomach lining. It causes inflammation in the walls of the stomach. Sugary drinks, processed foods with artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and phosphates. Phosphates, these additives are known to inhibit iron absorption. And some processed foods that are rich in phosphates are canned food, meat products, cereals, bakery products like breads, bagels, cookies, and more. If you stick to whole foods, it's the best strategy to make sure you absorb the nutrients from the food you eat a lot more efficiently and easily, and it's a lot healthier for your gut. Our next inhibitor is phytates. Phytates are found in plant foods like nuts, legumes, and grains. They serve as a mechanism of protection for the seed. Now, phytates can actually bind with minerals like iron and zinc, and it prevents them from being absorbed properly in our body. But these can easily be solved by soaking these foods in water. Usually when we buy them in the store, they're found in a dormant state. So soaking the seeds in water makes them begin the sprouting process. And this process breaks down the phytates that are found in the seed. So you can simply soak them in water for some time before eating or cooking them. And in general, sprouts are nutrient-dense foods. They have a ton of benefits, and you can basically add them to any type of meal once they're sprouted and are ready to be eaten. If you're not suffering from any digestive diseases and you're getting a sufficient amount of iron in your diet, then getting your body back in balance is all about increasing the absorption enhancers and decreasing the inhibitors in our diet. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick to whole foods, and if you enjoyed this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought or what you'd like to see more. I'll see you in the next video.